What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me, and it also gives the support to the channel and shows that these formations are being used and they are helping. Hit the like button as well if you don't mind, that would be amazing too. Now, if you want to see what I've done in front of you, then stay tuned. We have a 2-3-1-4 formation and it plays bonkers. So bonkers. So if you want to know how I've done this, stay tuned, and yeah, I'll show you this. Well, I'll show you how this plays with some gameplay, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how it all works. I've said it before and I'll say it again, there is no point me showing you just goals. We might as well explain how this formation works. So you can see here we are relying, I mean, this is Benzema here, this is what I was talking about. What finesse shot, what that card, 300k. Jesus, insane card. Anyway, so you can see we're quite high up with a 90. Well, you're going to see the depth soon. I've got it set to 91, but you'll see it in a minute anyway. But we're quite high up, so we get the auto offside tap, which was so high. We're using Beckham on the wing, and he doesn't have to be overly quick because we're trying to get crosses into the box. So that is basically what we're trying to do. We're trying to overload our opponent rather than trying to get in behind and hitting the through ball. I'm going to try with the crosses and the headers, and that is where we succeed. So from here we start off in defence, we get the ball out, a few passes through the midfield, which is really good, then out to the wing. You can see here, I'll explain again in a second, but you can see here the left back and the left mid, they complement each other really well. And lucky not to get on that, but yeah, my opponent was a bit stupid playing it out so early, and Wakehorse gets in there and gets a nice tap in. But we'll keep these examples going to show you. Yeah, we're going to keep these examples coming and showing you how I've got this formation to work with such poor servers as well. So from here you can see, I mean, Benzema, I can't speak high. It's a great card, good pace, buff to be fair. Loving that card at the minute. I can't remove him from my squad at the minute. And then I mean, the only thing I will say about this formation is it does heavily attack. So you do need those faster defenders, those faster centre backs, the Van der Vens, the Van Dijks. You know, the quick. I mean, we all have quick centre backs now. So apart from that, I mean, you can see a few recovering tackles that I have to make, but it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm overly struggling or anything like that. So it's pretty good. And the purpose of this formation is mainly shots and shots on goal, which then convert to goals. Because if you've ever been in that situation like I have, where you only end up having 4 or 5 shots a game or even a half, those tackling there just couldn't get the ball off of Foden. They're the struggling ones, so we've got to give ourselves every fighting chance, every possible chance to hit the target, and that is what we get with this formation. This formation allows for shot after shot after shot, and because you have that Cam playing that roaming role, you do find there's a lot of space in the midfield area because he's roaming and he's looking around for the ball, and the AI can't really pick him up. That is pretty nice. And then obviously because we've got the left back and the right back set, the way we have them set, we get balls like this straight out to the left back and then boom, straight in the back of the net. But that was the best goal of the night, I think, for me on this particular occasion, because it was back to front and it was super fast and the AI couldn't pick up the runners. And then from here you can see we were just defending the corner. The left back is bombing forward. I have Mendy at this point, and such a decent left back, he's not going to miss from there. So you get the advantages of lots of things, like the sheer amount of opportunities to shoot, the wide play, excuse me, and things like that. So it is definitely a versatile and balanced formation in my opinion, and it is a meta formation as well. I've seen this a lot now, so it's definitely up there with the pros and with the meta. So if you didn't already guess, it was the 4-1-2-1-2 wide formation. We have it set to counter and we have it on aggressive. So we have it on 91, not 95, so I've manually adjusted that because 4, does it make much of a difference? Well, I think so, hence why I use it on 91 and not 95. So that is how we have it set up. Now, if you've seen the gameplay, you will see we scored bags and bags of gold. What am I talking about? Goals. goals. We scored goals, and we scored a lot of them, and we scored a lot of goals from crosses. And this formation is perfect for crosses, especially if you have a Haaland or a Benzema or somebody, Weghorst, for example, who I have on the bench. It is amazing for things like that, and you can see you can get a lot of the world-class positions set with this formation too. So if we jump into the playing roles, we can see how we have this set up. So it's a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. We have the left back and right back both set to wing backs. We have the CDM, set to holding. We have the cam set to playmaker and roaming. That's what a playmaker is, right? He does what he wants to do. He's all over the pitch, not confined to one spot. He is the playmaker, so everything goes through him, and I'm using Grealish in that position. My left wing and my right wing, or my left mid and my right mid are both wingers and on attack, and then my two strikers. Now, Benzema is best in a false nine, but I want him to get his head to the ball, so I've put him as a poacher, and then obviously pitch on, advance forward. Makes sense. He's big, she's little. They kind of compensate each other, if you like, and you can see that we scored lots and lots of goals. Now, when you set it up exactly like you see in front of you, and you do the with the ball situation, you come out with this 2-3-1 2-3-1-4 formation. That's a tongue twister. I can't talk today, guys. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, you can see how it's set up. So basically, you can have your two centre backs doing their job. The holding midfield player will be sitting just in front of them, so it's not a back three; it is a back two, with the CDM just covering that position. And then your left back and right back will obviously complement the left mid and right mid when they move infield. So what you'll find is you can get a lot of 1-2s going with these guys. You can get a lot of 1-2s going with these guys, and then the three of them together on the left or the three of them on the right. They will give you your triangles getting forward, and obviously if you're using your wingers like your Beckhams or your Williams, McManamans, Coles, whatever, providing you have a big guy in the box, you are going to score headed goals no matter what. And yeah, but all sorts of goals. I mean, if you've seen with Benzema, I've hit finesses, I've hit headed goals. It's just crazy amount of goals I scored with this. So yeah, this is if you want to score a lot of goals. Obviously, defensive wise, it's okay in defence. You are going to concede goals. It's a given. It is okay in defence, but just bearing in mind you can't afford to allow your centre backs or your CDM to be out of position. So if you're controlling with a CDM, for example, and then this formation switches, it transitions to this formation because you're in attack and you lose the ball, you are going to be a little bit open. But in saying that, we all have these stupidly quick defenders now that can cover the ground, and for some reason it does favour the Van Dijks, the Campbells, the Salibas in this game more than the striker, so I think we're safe. And to be honest with you, I haven't conceded that many goals. I've conceded silly goals by losing the ball, but not really from open play. So that's what we want. So yeah, definitely give this one a try, and I will show you the code now, just so you can see how we have this set. There's the code on the screen. Definitely give this one a go. It is 100% a meta formation. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is a meta formation, and you're going to see a lot more of this in the coming weeks as well, especially because we are on now title update number 5. So yeah, post patch 5. Anyway, hit that like button if you like what you see. Let me know what you think to this video in the comments section below. Let me know what you think to the squad. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would be absolutely amazing if you would hit that subscribe button. And until next time, everybody take care and look after themselves.